welcome to Healthier Home Live. It is a much warmer Jen and Ken greeting you on this slightly warmer Monday. How are you, Ken?
Yeah, 40s, it seems like heaven. I mean, it's sunbathing weather over here right now.
Yes, I mean, I really have nothing to complain about. I actually am located in Florida. So while the rest of the world has been dealing with this massive storm, Florida has kind of remained the same, only a little cooler. So I can't even complain.
If you look at those weather maps, you see Florida, that little peninsula, hanging out in some nice red temperatures, and southwest, California or Southern California and Arizona. That was about it. Everybody else was in a deep freeze. It's unusual to see Texas and Louisiana and New Mexico under, single digit weather. It's like, whoa.
Yes, like our producer says, Florida's gonna Florida. I think that's absolutely true.
We're used to it, we're used to it, so it's not a big deal. But I do feel for those places where they've got no ability to, no salt trucks, no plows, none of that stuff. They're just
very ill prepared. And we are thinking about them and sending so much love and hoping that they're all getting the resources that they need right now. Ken, what are we going to be helping our Healthier Home friends with today?
We're going to be talking a little bit about pets.
Our favorite furry friends. We're going to be talking about pets, and basically you're going to be helping us, troubleshoot, right? Like keep our house as clean as we can with these lovable creatures who can sometimes cause a little bit of a mess. As you can see here, though, before we do that, we've got our beautiful website. And Ken, who is that on that page? You always love to talk about your beautiful favorite friend.
That is my bestest buddy, Aaron.
I love it. I think
Aaron
it's so
is
sweet.
a yeoman. Aaron not only works like a rented mule here, but she loves it. She loves it.
I love that.
We don't take advantage of it, but she's also, a parent and homeschooling and all that. It's, some days her daughter's in here with her, but it's love to get back to normalcy at some point.
Yes.
And she rolls with it, though. She's a tough cookie. She rolls with it.
I love that. And actually, as you noticed on the website there, that is healthierhomeproducts.com. And we have pet-friendly and kid-friendly. All of our cleaning products are friendly for everyone in your house, really. So today, though, we're focused on the pets.
Particularly the dogs.
Yeah.
I guess we should dedicate some time to cats at some point, but cats they're clean animals by their nature. I mean, it's just kind of how they are, but they're a little more solitary. If you keep up with their litter pan, you're most of the way done with cats.
Yeah.
Dogs, a little bit of a different story.
Yes.
so you got to be kind of prepared. If you're one of those people, I'm just thinking there might be somebody who's interested in getting a new dog. I don't know. I heard a rumor, but I'm just going to leave it there.
Oh, you are putting me on the spot, and there are certain people home, so I won't say anything. But yes, you are correct.
So we'll talk about that at another date. But
yes, very exciting.
Yeah, we'll definitely make that a show all by itself. So when I think about this, I think about all the dogs I've had and all the friends I have with dogs and all the rescue workers and people that I know, and these are the common themes that kind of come up. And they're good things to share. And, there's when I put this together, it's very true. It makes me always think about the stages of our dog's life and I, jokingly say, whether it's old dog love or puppy love, it's still love. You love your dogs.
Yeah.
It's just, they're just different stages, but accidents will happen and messes will happen with those dogs. And we're here to help with some of those things.
Yes, we are. And this stuff is magical. So tell us more.
Well, as we best can move that to that next slide, if I'm going to look at all those things I talked about and all those variables, the top cleaning issues that come up with dogs are shedding, accidents, tracked in dirt, and we'll just call it a big lump of things: drool, slobber, oils, wet nose, all those things.
Let's call it category mucus.
Kind of, yes. And now this picture is so ideal because this was actually, I mean, I've had shedders and non-shedders, and the last dog, I got to turn this off, excuse me. she was a lab, and it was unbelievable how much hair was in the house. But anybody with a shepherd, anybody with a lab, anybody with a golden retriever, those are the types of dogs where you're going to have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
And I used to just have to vacuum, 3-4 times a week trying to keep up with her. And then somebody gave me this brush, and I'm not being paid by this thing, so I'm not getting any spiff from this, but you can either brush your dog out and get ahead of the hair a little bit, or you can vacuum. You're going to have to vacuum either way, but you'll vacuum a lot less. And this is exactly what my dogs, I used to take her outside with this. It was a brush called a Furminator. And I would just, when I'd get it, she'd walk right with me. She knew we were going to go outside. She loved getting brushed. And there were just these big, every week, there'd be that much hair coming off this dog. So
wow,
it was either going to be in the house that I'd have to vacuum, or you're getting it off ahead of time. And it's something that she enjoyed too, because it's like getting her back scratched. It's a unique little brush. You'd kind of have to look at it and see, why it's unique like that. But it did a really, really, really good job of pulling off the undercoat with that dog. So there's a good way that I was able to stay ahead with that aspect of the shedding. The second thing, that's a little tip on there, if you've got a shedding dog, and again, I'm not being paid or anything. This is just, I know people that have done this. They get the Roombas, these little vacuums that, 9 o'clock, they come out and they memorize the area and the layout of the room, and they'll vacuum up everything. So
yeah, it's so wild.
Some of them actually empty themselves.
Yeah.
So there's a quick little thing. So if you got shedding, there's your two little things you're going to need a really, really good brush for your dog. A Furminator or something I definitely would recommend, because I had great success with it. I'm sure there's others. And then get yourself a good vacuum or a Roomba and take that load off yourself.
Yes, I love that. The take it away is like the best option ever for busy parents.
You're correct. So we can move on there, and let's see. With flooring, you get these tracked in messes or accidents. These are the kind of two things. Some you see, some you smell. See that cute little icon? You got a gray eyeball in there. See it? You see some, you smell some.
Yeah. And
actually, to the extent with accidents, most people and most products are out there to clean the visual stain. And they while blotting and cleaning will get rid of some of it, it really doesn't affect the odor. And a dog's nose is so sensitive. They can smell urine 1 part per trillion. 1 part per trillion. Wow. It's really pretty spectacular. But the things that people usually, or companies usually, resort to are bacteria to break down the odor, which can take up to weeks, which really is not a good option, because number one, it's probably going to dry out anyway, and the bacteria are going to die, and you're not going to get it removed. And if you keep carpet wet for a long period of time, anything over a day or two, you can get mold developing. So that's really not a good option. And then other products often use fragrance to just cover it up. And the dog is, you're not tricking the dog. He's still going to smell the urine and the fragrance. So that's really not a good option. But what we do have as a good option is our Healthier Home pet odor and stain remover. That's right. You should get to know this really well soon, Jen. I'm not saying anything, but this product is really ideal because it instantly and completely neutralizes the odors, and it's 100% guaranteed. We stand behind it 100%. Instantly, that odor is gone to the animal, and it's got a tremendous cleaning profile. It'll clean a wide variety of soils. It doesn't have to just be pet odors. So if it's a food stain or something on upholstery or something even in a car, you could use it as a cleaning product. But the big thing is it's going to get rid of the odor, and it does it and leaves no chemical residue. So that's a wonderful option for your carpet stains that you're going to have with this. And that product formula comes in something for carpets. It comes in a formula for hard floors, and it comes for steam vac concentrates. So no matter the situation, whether it's a hard floor, whether it's carpet, whether you need to steam vac something, and these are all things you're going to have to do with the pet, especially because they are going to have those tracked in messes. Doesn't matter if they're old or young, and they are going to have those accidents, especially young puppies and older dogs. They're going to have accidents because those are the times in their life. They're either going to be trained as a young puppy, or they're just not going to have the bladder control when they get older. So those are the times you're going to have to recognize as a pet owner, you're probably going to have something like this that's going to clean and do it with no chemical residue and do it completely so they can't smell it.
I love that. And I also see here that you have very kindly listed this bundle here for us. Tell us a little bit about that.
That bundle is a great idea. I know a guy, it rhymes with Rory, but his name is Corey. Put together a great bundle. We've got a bottle of concentrate for the carpet that makes 3 ready-to-use bottles, and a bottle of concentrate for the hardwood floor that makes another 3 bottles. So you're getting 8 bottles of these products for $49. It's really an unbelievable deal.
Yeah, for sure. So I definitely need to do that.
You might, I mean, if you know the person who's going to be getting a dog here, I'm not saying it's you, but if you know the person, you're probably going to need that bundle.
Yes. What do we have next here? Let's see. Wet nose slobber on walls. Ew.
It is so true. This is an upper stairway looking down, and my dog, every time I had 3 patio doors, and I can always tell when there was a squirrel she was kind of running around looking at outside, because her nose prints would be all over that glass, and not just glass, be on the walls. And when they get a drink of water and shake their head, the slobber goes all over. So there's a lot of cleanup that's got to take place on those walls. And with our handy dandy tool, our Clean Walls tool that we happen to know about.
Yes, our absolute favorite tool.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Ken, remember when you turned that off?
I got a phone call there. I'm sorry. So we've got that, but we also have this unbelievable product right now. The very timely thing to talk about, our winter scent for the everyday cleaner. It's great for cleaning walls and cleaning messes, and it actually has a flannel sheets like a linen scent to it. It smells incredible. So this is an alternative to our everyday cleaner. But
I am going to need that.
Walls.
Yeah, you're just like basically designing my cart for me right now. I'm just like, yes, yes, yes.
So you're going to have the slobber marks on the wall. And rather than trying to bend over all the time and clean it, it's done super fast with this little guy. You just spray that wall, wipe that down, and it's going to be nice and clean. And the only reason I put this on here, Jen, because if you do get it for that purpose, you're going to find some other great uses for it.
Yeah.
Not just those walls. That second slide, everybody who cooks, whether you're sauteing with olive oil, you're going to get this splatter on your backsplash. And it's kind of a pain cleaning behind that area. But you can, again, use this tool, get behind that stove and clean all that off. It'll clean up not just the slobber from the dog, but it's going to clean up grease spots and everything else on the wall as well.
So satisfying.
And then for those new parents, I'll give you another alternate use for that little guy. If you've got a toddler, if you've got a high chair, you're going to have sticky toddler fingerprints all over the wall. And there's something very funny on here. If you look at this third picture on the right, you can actually see the culprit's fingers. I was cleaning this wall, and this 2-year-old kid, he's watching me clean it. He's got his fingers. He was trying to grab the tool.
He was ready. As soon as you cleaned it, he was going to put them back.
So we're gonna obviously take care of the dog slobber and the wet nose and all that stuff with this tool, but you're gonna find that this is really indispensable around the home, just a clean routine cleaning or cooking things around the stove. It's a great tool to have, the Clean Walls tool.
Amazing. I love it. It's my favorite.
So I had to do this, Jen. This is after years of doing it the hard way. I'm putting on here Ken's fast, free, foolproof fixes.
Say that 5 times fast.
It is kind of a challenge.
Foolproof fixes. Wow.
But these are things, these all touched all of our lives. So, these little tape roller handles that you can get. They'll give you a pack of 3 of them for like $12 or something like that.
Yes.
And they do work, but it's technically like masking tape that's reverse rolled on there, and they don't last real long. Here's a real simple solution to get up the hair on your clothes or upholstery, wherever you can pick it up. Just take an old paint roller and take some duct tape and wrap it around there, and you'll clean a couch in literally seconds.
Wow.
And with a roll of duct tape for $4, you'll have this thing for the life of your dog. It's a great little hack for cleaning up the hair that winds up around the house.
Remember,
shedding is going to be a problem. It does wind up in people's clothes. It does wind up in the upholstered furniture. There's a great way to do it.
Love it. What else do you have on here?
So right next to it, you see a bowl and a pan of water. Now, why do we have that? because some people feed their dogs outside, so it's definitely an issue. But some people have ant problems inside. Ants will crawl in the dog food. So if you just put the bowl in a pan of water, now the dog can get water from the pan too, but here's a simple way to not have a problem with ants in the dog food at all if you follow that simple little hack.
That is so smart.
Kind of clever. Now, right beneath that is one that I used as well. My dog Heidi, she used to always go around, no matter let her out and back, she'd always walk around the front of the house and she would just paw the door, and it just started scratching the heck out of it. It couldn't break her of it. She was just, that was her way to say, I want to come in.
Yeah.
And you put up a plastic covering over the bottom half of the door, and the dog could still scratch, and they could still let you know they're outside or they want to come in, but they're not going to damage your door. Very simple hack.
That is so smart. I love it. Ken, are you playing video games while you talk to me?
I'm not. I should have turned this. I'm getting a phone call here, but I'm just going to have to reject it.
No, I was like, Ken is a busy man. People need Ken right now.
I couldn't possibly play a video game and do this at the same time.
You seemed very engaged. If you were playing a video game, you couldn't have been doing very well.
That would have to be my son. My son could probably multitask with video games easier than I could.
So what is this? Is that a milk jug?
Yes, it actually is. So, I mean, you always need a scoop and they'll wind up getting thrown away with the bag or whatever you're using. Some people use a cup for food, but it's a great idea to take those orange juice containers or a milk container and just make a scoop out of it. You can just use the scissors and cut around. And it's not just for dog food. Of course, you could use it for that with those big bags of dog food. You could use it for gardening, whether it's moving dirt. You could use it for salt like we have. I mean, people actually use it quite a bit around here for things like that, just spreading salt around.
I love that. You are after my heart with the reduce, reuse, recycle.
Exactly. You're walking through my brain, Jen. That's exactly the purpose of it, is you don't have to throw everything out. You can reuse it. Use it for something.
I love it.
So the last little hack is, again, Heidi was an outdoor dog. I'd bring water out to her, and she would always knock it over. And this was after Heidi that I came up with this. I didn't come up with it, but I came across it. This is a bun cake pan. You just put that bun cake pan, fill it with water, and then drive a stake through it, and then the dog can't knock over the pan.
Wow.
So you've got a drinking bowl that can't get knocked over outside.
Wow.
So there's so
smart.
There's some real fast hacks for you. Just to help your life with your dogs.
I love that. Oh my gosh. So thank you so much for giving us not only the information about how we're going to clean up our pet messes, because we're going to love them so much, but we're still going to have to clean up their messes. But thank you for all those wonderful hacks. What a great little value there at the end.
We're all about making life easier.
Yes, we are all in this together. Thank you so much, Ken. As you saw, anything that we've mentioned, you can find on our website, healthierhomeproducts.com. And yes, lots of tips and all of the things by Chomp. Just so great. We love it. Ken, thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Always good to see you.
You too. I'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.